back with the alters and our free version of Jan. Currently we have the technician, the botanist, and of course the default version. But we have to work towards getting the research lab and the person to work in it. So yes, we're looking to create yet another alter. Now our technician apparently got radiation burn from being outside for too long. But I don't think there's anything we can do about it since we don't have medical treatment. So apparently our radiation barrier is offline because we don't have any filters in storage. Oh, it's something you can set to just be on. I guess it's best to have it on unless we're struggling for resources. But yeah, we should start looking at creating more of them in the workshop so that it does not occur too much. Let's see how much that costs then. There we go, radiation filter. Okay, so 10 metals, 40 here. Well, let's put it up in the queue. I also wanted to make more pilot components and more drill cartridges. But I will let this sit for now. And what I want to do is go and dig for more materials because...
so much. I never quite figured out the whole relationship thing. What's your secret?
Talking and listening. Obvious, I know, but I've seen so many marriages fall apart because people forgot about the importance of honest conversation.
Yep, I think I'll pass.
Yeah, they have little chats.
Also in a shitty mood.
Chat between each other and do conversations depending on who they are. But that's nice, that's nice. Yes, I think I should go. Actually, I guess check who works where right now. Yeah, he's working in the greenhouse, working the veggies, and he's working at the metals outpost. So I guess that's fine, actually. So I can go work in the organics outpost for a little bit, just to increase those numbers. But other than that, what we want to do is more exploration around this side, because there was an area I was trying to get into, and there was rocks and stuff that I needed to clear, and now I have a cartridge for doing so. Why is it so much radiation here? Is my suit not have radiation protection, or is the weather getting worse? Okay, we've got some stuff here. Okay, we're climbing up, although now I'm thinking like we may have to be bringing batteries for our suit.
What's this? It's triggering the alert in my suit.
Okay, so
I need to learn more about this thing.
We don't want to be walking into the anomalies. Let's just pick up this thing and not walk into those. But yeah, we're gonna need a research altar for sure. Oh, there's one right there, so I can't go to that deposit. Okay, well, we've got strange anomalies that are also going to be blocking us. So definitely need the research situation to be sorted out. Let's go back to base and see what we need then. Okay, back in base. So yeah, we'll need to build the research station if we want to be researching. Okay, that just costs 40 metals. So we can do this now, although we may have to finally bite the bullet and expand our elevator situation because we don't have enough access. Oh no, that works too. So still fine. And yeah, what do we need for another branching? I was going to wait until I had better food to feed people, but I guess that's fine. Let's see the food production. Okay, so one package has already been produced. I'm gonna schedule another one, but I may reassign him to then start working in the kitchen and cooking better meals. So he's gonna alternate between cooking and growing. So we can make cooked meals. A high quality meal does actually taste good, yes. That is a pierogi. So we can make 10 of those because we have 10 veggies. And then we can schedule the botanist to work in the kitchen. And I can go work in the workshop to make all those things I scheduled. I am getting irradiated. It's getting more radiation on the surface. Just crafting things at speed. There we go. Everything's made. And now we have 9 cooked meals. So the food situation is getting better on the station. The next step will be to check out making the researcher for ourselves. because we need more friends on our little space station. Yeah, the scientists can research new technologies. So yeah, this is the version which chose not to leave university and continue with his PhD. Maybe it wasn't the most profitable decision, but Lena supports it. She says she loves her camping getaways, and the way she listened to you when you told her your plans for a PhD project motivates you like hell. Who said you can't pursue the path of science and be rich? Well, I mean, but it did work out for him anyway. He got glasses. Studying made him get bad eyesight. Is he also still married? Just to add to the awkwardness of now the botanist and the researcher are gonna be both expecting to have their wife still with them. So how was the life of the scientist? He stayed at the PhD, research comes first, he goes away for research. You live in the student accommodation and you leave her there because you go off for a research trip. They are drifting apart because he's super busy with his research work. He's so busy with his research that they just completely separate. She's moving out, but he's not even present enough to be there and be on time for what they've arranged. So I guess no, they're not together anymore. He makes a breakthrough in the rubidium research. So actually he created this whole thing for himself through his research, and yes, he's looking at possibility of people investing in his. He's really focused on his rubidium research. He sees Lena again. She's successful at her career. He's successful at his research, so they might reconnect again. And AliCorp, which is the corporations we are working with now, or working for now, is the one that approached him about his research. So yes, this is gonna be some sort of circular thing where he's somehow responsible for his whole situation through the various timelines he appears in. The data coming through the corporation doesn't look very well, but he hears that they're sending people out on the Project Dolly missions, so he thinks maybe he needs to get hands-on. There he is, Project Dolly. He's going to fix it himself. He is the person that done this research and made this mission possible, and now he's going to be here. So he might actually be excited to be on the base, because, you know, the others were not too excited. But yes, we need to wait for him to grow. Well, we can pet the sheep while we wait.
Ah, you woolly beast.
Beast. Such insults. And we have some time. We can possibly socialize with our current alters. They're
so
socializing.
Don't be ridiculous. You're much better off without her. How can you say that? You just set your ambitions aside to watch her make a career. She was worth it. We were happy. I was happy.
Can't
Yes,
get rid of
he
him.
was stay at home, plant that. Wow, he's like, as soon as the technician sees me, he's just like starts yelling at me. No, I wanted to talk to the other guy. Well, I built you a dormitory.
Hey, I built that dormitory you asked for. Hallelujah. I hope you sleep well tonight. I'll sleep like a full-fledged member of an advanced civilization. Sweet dreams, then.
Yeah, you heard. Like, I'm not sure how I can cure them right now.
You look hurt. What happened?
Are you blind? I got too much radiation exposure. I feel awful.
Yeah, we have to improve our protection. Maybe he will have some tips. Because I'm not sure whether I need to do something with the suits as well to improve it, to protect us outside, or is it just the base?
We have to come up with a better radiation protection in the future.
Yeah. Make it our top priority, all right? For now, just remember to keep the radiation barrier on, okay? Radiation filters will speed up my recovery. At least when I'm inside.
Okay, well, I don't want to give him the level up. That doesn't seem like the item for him. Unless it only shows you the items that match the character. Where did the other guy go? Dormitory, okay. Because, yeah, I want to talk to the botanist. Hello. Can we be friends? Yes, I can give him the photo. I realized I got in the first episode where it's him and Lena, and obviously, and like their university year. Obviously, he loves Lena, so he will like it.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too.
Oh, look at that photo. I'm surprised you took it.
They told us to take things that bring back happy memories. I guess I hoped this memory would cheer me up in hard times.
I remember the day this picture was taken. I already had a massive crush on Lena. Thanks, man. That's a lovely gift.
He's happy. But now it shows me actually, it only showed me the photo when talking to the botanist, so maybe the level up is for the technician then. So let's give him the level up. Maybe he will be happy, even though he's very grumpy.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My lava lamp? You kept it? Sure. It's one of a few cool keepsakes from our childhood.
Yeah. Mom and I like to sit by it in the evening, talking and joking. It reminds me of that period when life was challenging, but also really fucking great.
Yep, that made him slightly happier, hopefully. Yeah, I mean, his motivation is the stronger. It's like still a bit frustrated and rebellious, but he's feeling okay, And he's healing from his radiation burn, though. Maybe he needs to take a break from working outside, and he was happy about the photo. So maybe for tomorrow, his assignment will be for something else. Like, what does base maintenance mean? Does it need to be actually constantly maintained, or is it only where something's broken? Maybe tomorrow we can work in the workshop. I will queue up some things that will probably need like more filters and stuff like that. And then we need to go to bed because we're gonna be tired. Definitely more pylons. And yeah, those suit batteries I thought might be important because if I have to climb multiple times in one run, I can run out. And more filters. And probably good to have a repair kit in storage. So he can work here tomorrow to craft all of those things. And now it's bedtime. And tomorrow we get to meet our researcher who's gonna be really happy to be here, right? Because he wanted all of this to happen. The sun is still far away, thankfully. The new altar is ready and the technician is recovered from his burn, but he's still like almost 1/3 of the circle full, so we're going to let him stay inside. And also it feels like we should stay inside because our circle is a bit full. And yeah, let's check out our new guy. He comes with a lab coat because, you know, he's that kind of guy. Hey there.
Hey, how are you feeling? Well, I'll be damned. You okay? Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing. Very clearly. Good. Do you, remember your name? Of course. But... I think you know perfectly well who I am. So let's not waste time. Just tell me, how much did you find? What? How much rupidium is there? Did we get a breakthrough?
Yeah, he's of course perfectly aware of what's happening here, right? He knows about the rupidium, he knows what it's for, so he's like, well, I'm here and you're here, which means it's happening. And yes, I mean, I found a lot, and he will be happy to hear that, because that's what he's here for.
Yeah, you bet. There's a lot of it. Good. That's good.
Yes, immediately happy.
How do you know? Well, isn't it obvious? I wake up seeing someone who looks and sounds like me, which has to mean we share the same DNA. Then there's the glasses.
Well, what about them?
They're fake. Probably just manufactured to make me feel more like myself, but completely unnecessary otherwise, because here I am with perfectly good eyesight in the womb module, which could only lead to one conclusion: that my body was created to replicate someone who doesn't wear glasses. You. And to do that, of course, you would need to have found rubidium. Besides, I can see no other explanation for a sheep inside a space base. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yes, he knows everything because he was working on this stuff. So, yeah, you're right.
Wow, you're right. That's impressive. I did create you out of my DNA. We're not identical, of course. I can see you're not as quick to process information.
Wow.
That's the interesting part. Yeah. Our bodies are the same, but our minds are not. I needed a scientist on board. But there's always a scientist on board. So, what went wrong? The old crew is gone. They're all dead. That's why I needed to alter myself into different versions. With the use of the quantum computer on board and something called mind records. Oh, I see. A recalculated mind based on an infinite amount of variables to contain the desired consciousness in a biological vessel. That actually sounds plausible. So, what do you need from me now?
Oh, he seems happy being here and understands everything, but he literally just called us stupid, so he has that bit of an air of I'm smarter than everyone else about it. Well, get to work then.
You have to get our research lab running at once. We need to make some improvements fast if we want to succeed. Then I guess the sooner I start, the better. You're right. Why don't you start with going through the mission logs? I need to get the full picture first. My thoughts exactly. Good. This might work.
Well, I guess therefore I should look into what even research we have available and schedule it for him for when he starts working, and obviously assign it to the research lab so he can work here. And let's see what we can queue. Cheaper batteries. Okay, well, that's good. But yes, for mission, we need crossing the lava river. 10 hours. We can improve our mining efficiency for the different materials. We can make our base produce organics, although probably with 3 people it's not gonna be that one that much, or improve maintenance. And we have the mission stuff, but I'm thinking like the sun is still far away. We're still not on a counter on we need to get out of here. So before we move to the next area, which probably will be more challenging again, I would like to probably stay here as much as I can and do things like improvements, try out the enriched metal mining, which is dangerous, but you know, we will probably need them. So I'm thinking, yeah, improve things like metals efficiency and non-metals efficiency, and then we can look into enriched metals as well. Schedule this and schedule that, and he can work on that when he's ready to work. Yep, I need scientists. Well, not good for me. I already have one. Once he's ready, he can start researching. Wow, apparently if they have a heavy radiation burn, they will die without the infirmary. So that's good to know, because I wasn't actually sure, whether them dying is a possibility, but it is. And I don't know, maybe we can grow them again after that. It's just so it costs resources. But yeah, would the scientist know something about the anomalies? Can we talk to him about it? He's just chilling in the corner here. Yes, I found something peculiar.
I found something peculiar on the planet. What exactly was peculiar about it? Everything. It was like a local distortion of reality. And it seemed to be emitting strong radiation. Yes. We could have expected to come across something like that sooner or later, according to reports from previous missions. Unidentified sources of radiation, unexplained electromagnetic field anomalies, distortions of matter, space, or even gravity. What are they? According to a bold theory fleshed out by Professor Frankov, they may be instances of the so-called interval. The what?
Yes, the
Interval.
what?
In very simple terms, it's a non-coincidental superposition of potential universes. We don't know exactly why it occurs, but observations prove that under certain, not yet specified conditions, two or more parallel landscapes can coexist within a common quantum field, creating a so-called proximity plane.
So it's basically like multiple universes colliding, as if, having multiple versions of ourselves wasn't enough of multiple universes colliding. Well, I'm not sure if it felt like that, but it sounds like better not touch it.
Whatever it is, doesn't sound like something I'd want to walk into again. Yes, it's fascinating, but it can be dangerous. If, and I stress if, Professor Frankov's intuition is right, then the distortion you have encountered could have been a puncture point, the spot where the proximity plane intersects with our observed universe, subverting its physical balance and distorting the rules of Newtonian mechanics. We need to learn more about these peculiarities. Inform me at once if you come across another one.
He wants to know about our anomalies. So he wants us to find more of them. Well, so I assume going to the same ones is not going to count. So what should I do today? Because I kind of said, I should probably stay inside because radiation. But then, what is there for me to do?
Makes me think of Mom.
They're still hanging out. Are any people supposed to be working or something? We also haven't had any phone calls from base. Okay, he was working in the kitchen, but he's finished cooking the meals, so he can go back to growing plants again. And he's already researching today, and he's crafting. Well, I'm gonna check out the outside, but if it's radiated again, then I may leave it for now. Because it could use some more metals always, since we've committed a lot of it into the workshop. Looks like today is not strong radiation, so it just might be specific days where it happens. He wants to work at organics. Yeah, sure. Since he's healed and it's not radiated outside. Okay, we worked hard all day, so we can go back home. Okay, everything in workshop is done. And he's gonna be working in the outpost tomorrow, which is fine, because we need more organics. We can schedule another meal, but let's not assign for cooking yet. And this is almost done growing, so let's assign more. And he has researched the non-metals efficiency, so we should be better at getting that done. Oh no, he has researched the metals efficiency, and non-metals are 50% done, so we'll be ready tomorrow. Let's schedule the recycler, because having just idle production of materials sounds good. Do we have any things we can give you? Okay, he's just doing push-ups, because, he's a scientist, but he's also exercising. Yes, we can talk to him a bit.
So, how are you? Settling in all right? Settling in is overrated. I analyze reality from wherever I am, however uncomfortable the angle. There's always an observation to be made.
Cool.
I'd love to hear what you managed to observe. This place is not run optimally.
Are you judging my base running operations? Fine. Tell me how to do better since you're so smart.
Yeah, I know. I wasn't trained to command a mission. But now that you're here, with your experience, I'd love to pick your brain. Do you think you could mentor me? Good thinking. First of all, you need to set long-term goals and draw up a roadmap for each of them. Remember to include all unpredictable variables in the equation. That way you can have contingency plans at the ready for each instance. All right, slow down. Prioritize resources. Do not waste time on idle conversations with the crew. Hide the booze. Don't be cheap on coffee. That slow enough for you?
Such advice. But yeah, I think team building is important. I know he's very scientist. Though every time I talk to him, he gets happier with my answers. We need to all be friends, since we're all the same guy, just different guy.
Hey, you've just crossed out every team building exercise on my list. The people are there for the mission, not the other way around.
Now he's mad.
I really wish we could make use of the tech I worked on for all these imaginary years. It would make things so much easier if it existed.
Okay, well, that made him slightly more unhappy because he was like, you're wasting my time. Let's find out about his research then.
So what exactly was your research about? Nanotech in space exploration.
We went from a humble startup to making headlines in a few months. Taking our solutions to the front line was my dream come true. The data we could bring back. You had big plans for it. Well, now it's all gone.
I think if I say I understand your feelings, it's just gonna bring out his, I'm smarter than you could never understand. But, maybe if he focuses on work, that will help.
Turning it over in your head won't get you anywhere. You should focus on the work you need to do here and now. I never thought I'd say it, but yes, you're right. Let's get Rapidium back to Earth, and maybe later, we'll see.
He's very anxious. Like, even when he is happier about things that they tell him, he gets anxious almost all the time. But yes, his motivation is very big, which means, that should keep him happy. Well, I think we can go to bed and then face another day, because all we're going to be doing now is just waiting for research to complete and collecting materials, and then probably should advance the story-based research. The sun is still far away, so it's not too bad. Hey, let's go out and let's pick up more stuff. Oh, apparently the technician and the scientist are arguing, so I need to go back to base and see what is happening. Stop it.
Man, I'm telling you, we need it.
Quality of food. Alters argue about the quality of food given to them. Scientist wants to stick to the MASH diet, while the technician demands that they will be fed quality meals regularly. So the scientist says we need to save resources because, MASH is good enough. It feeds you, so why are you complaining about toughen up? But Jan, technician, wants better food because, we deserve it, we're people. He wants proper meal on a regular basis. So he wants at least 2 times quality meal in the next 5 days. Well, good thing is, I've already started producing the quality food and quality meals, so it's actually not gonna be that hard to give them quality meals over the next 5 days. So I can actually commit to this, and I assume that will make him happier.
And I'm telling you, this is the least important of our priorities.
Okay,
Got to be kidding me.
It made the scientist annoyed, but yes, honestly, of all of them, he looked the least angry so far, so whatevs. But yes, we have 3 proper cooked meals, and we have resources for more, so actually we can set them to be cooked. And we can have the botanist switch cooking. Oh, yeah, and we don't have to actually go anywhere, we can just do this from here. And yeah, then we still have things set to grow in the greenhouse. They can cook.
Long day, huh?
And I can go back outside to producing things. Actually, before I go back outside, I think I want to make another mining outpost. Because yeah, if I want to have the enriched metal mining, I'm going to need another mining outpost. And some more pylons. I really need to make those travel pylons outside so I can fast travel to the area where I'm exploring. And then we finished the non-metals efficiency, so we can add another research. I think maybe let's research this now, just so we're advancing the story. Just in case there's more steps. Like if there isn't, we don't have to leave until we decide to leave, even if we solve the problems.
There's nothing more to do here. Should I move there?
Okay, he's finished in the kitchen, so he can go back to growing food. And I can go back outside. I guess I can start building the travel pylons down to here so that it's faster for me to explore. They do connect to the mining pylons, so I guess I don't have to... I only use the travel pylons to places where I'm not supplying mining. Oh, there are some rocks here I can break through as well. So let me get out my mining laser and laser some rocks. And then I can put a travel pylon in there, which is where those anomalies are. Hopefully we can get through without dying. Oh, did they disappear now? Okay, interesting. Oh no, it's still beeping. Careful not to walk into that. We can just squeak by around the edges. Oh, I've run out of pylons, but that's fine, because that means I can at least travel quickly to here where I'm exploring. I can walk slowly, so that I don't accidentally run into the things. There's this material, but I'm not actually sure what it's for yet. Don't walk into the alternative universes. We have enough alternative universing in this game as it is. Okay, looks like we can climb up on this wall. A lot more travel pylons needed to cover the area. So what even is here? Okay, there is somewhere else we can go, and we're collecting more of those things. I don't think I've had any use for them yet. Oh, we're close to the lava now.
Huh. That must be another one of those cargo drops. Except that doesn't look like the crew's personal luggage.
No, interesting.
Might
Well,
be
we
worth
have them.
checking out.
Damaged ship? A damaged ship found in cargo drop. Perhaps it can be repaired. Perhaps? Well, what mysteries does it hide?
Looks like some kind of device.
Okay, we want to show it to the technician. And yeah, we want to stay on top of our quality news,
There's a
but
way
that's
I can
fine.
use it.
There's some more stuff lying around there. Just have to be careful because the anomaly detector is beeping. More personal luggage. Yes, we get a rubber duck. I called it at an event at uni. The guy who handed it to me promised me that talking to Duck would help me prepare for exams. He wasn't wrong. Since I left the uni, it served me more as a silly anti-stress trinket. Well, maybe the scientists will like it then. Book. This book has been in my pile of shame since my early days at uni. It was supposed to be eye-opening, but I never made it through the first pages. It seemed a little too anti-utilitarian to me. I took it with me, hoping to finally read it during the long, boring events in the base. Yep, some more things to give to our
I
friends.
packed a lot of stuff.
Okay, so we've got a little organics here and another rock formation to destroy. Okay, so that would let us return through here. So that might actually be a better path for our travel pylons. I'm gonna have to rearrange them. Yeah, we have another drill, so we can get that done. Okay, well, let me fix up my travel pylons there, since it seems like I made that whole path and now there is a better way. Okay, there is a path forward, but we've got more anomalies here, so we'll have to walk between them and the lava carefully. Yeah, just don't get cooked, my dude. Probably try to put a travel pylon on the other side, so that we don't have to do this every time. Is that not gonna connect? Yeah, we might be out of range for the pylon. Okay, well, we can travel to the top of that. We're just gonna... Oh no, it connects here. Okay, so yes, we can get here to the other side of the anomalies. Yeah, we've got some metals to collect, though it's late, so careful with that. And we can also recharge our batteries with those things, which also helps. It's late, radiation's coming. Okay, well, we have a pylon here, which means it's gonna be easy to come back on the next day. Get back inside so we're not cooked. Well, I found more strange phenomena, but I guess that wasn't what he was exactly asking for. But yes, we can check our production status. Okay, nothing in the workshop. We can have more meals cooked. And let's schedule some of this as well. So tomorrow, the botanist can be in the kitchen again, and the technician can go for more metals. And yeah, he's just researching. How are we on research? Okay, we're still working on this. Probably because he spent so much time arguing instead of doing things. Well, let's see if any of those things we found are good for the scientist, and also we have something to show the technician. Hello. Yes, I found this.
Look what I found. Any idea what it could be? Let's see. It looks like a qubit chip. Qubit chip? Yeah. Like an enhanced storage for quantum computing operations. It could be useful for increasing the efficiency of our QC unit. Not to mention accessing new tech in the research lab.
Yeah, probably gonna make more slots for our alters because we only had 3 slots and we used them all. But yes, we're probably gonna have to fix it too.
It looks broken. Perceptive.
Thanks.
A little love in the workshop should get it up and running. Gotcha. Thanks.
Well, you can fix it tomorrow then, since you're so good at it. Yes, let's schedule it in the workshop and he can do that tomorrow. It needs one of... okay, it needs 1 chip, and that's what we're gonna use the minerals for, okay. So we're gonna have to start mining those as well, so we have enough, but for now we're good. Actually, it's only an hour, so we can do this ourselves tomorrow, just not today because we're tired. Hey, I was trying to talk to you, where did you go? To your room. Any of those things for you? Yes, a rubber duck is your new friend.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. Marie? Marie Skwakovska?
Marie Skwakovska.
Where the hell did you find that old thing? Oh, I use it as an anti-stress ball, so it's always lying around. Anti-stress ball? This duck was the first audience for so many papers I wrote. Time for Marie to get back to her proper job.
So I assume it's a play on Marie Curie, because Marie Curie was...
So, do you have time for a little job evaluation?
Marie Curie was a Polish scientist, but he took her husband's name, so her actual Polish name was Skłodowska. So Skłodowska obviously is a play on that. I just feel like it needed explaining, you know, finally.
Excuse me?
Don't argue, you
There's
two.
room for improvement in the speed of your work.
You're
Yes, using my Polish knowledge for something, finally. Can we, like, make this based so the scientist and the technician don't come together? Because that doesn't seem to work well. They seem to come across each other and, yeah, argue about things. And now he's opening his beer, so not going great. Anything you two wanna say? No, I can't even interact with either of you. Okay, I guess we're done for today. We can go to our captain's quarters and have a little sleep. Actually, before I do that, let me just take a look at this thing and see how... Okay, so we still have quite a few of those filters. They don't go through them as fast. Okay, we can check state of things. Okay, so everything is fine right now, and we have a thing for fixing things in case anything goes wrong. We can go to bed end day. And I think that's going to be it for today. Like, we've met our new scientist, researcher. We've got to explore some anomalies. So next time, yeah, we're gonna look into the story upgrade for the base and getting that chip fixed. So we can look at having more alters and possibly more things to research. So let me know in the comments what you thought about this one. And if you enjoy my content, consider liking or subscribing. And I will see you soon on another adventure.